Let me start with the people this is really for. Picture a biology professor or a professor of civil law. They are deep experts in their field, but they are not designers or coders. What they want is simple. They want to put their course online easily and have it look right. And it is not reasonable to ask them to learn design or development just to make a decent course. But on their own, the result rarely looks professional, and every course comes out different. Worse, once a page is saved, its design is locked in, and there is no central way to manage it. What is really needed is a shared, central library. It should be easy to customize, consistent from course to course, and built once for everyone to use. It should fit alongside the tools they already have, without asking anyone to become a designer. So, this is what we built. Designer Plus puts professional course design right at every instructor's fingertips. It is a shared library of components. A component built for one course can be imported and shared across any course in any faculty. At the heart of it is the Designer Plus library. It is one scrollable catalog of ready-made components, all in one place. There are intros, highlights, objective lists, cards, comparisons, tables, and callouts, dozens of pieces in all. Every one is already styled to the faculty's brand. That styling is done once, centrally, by our design team. The instructor does not design. They find what fits and drop it into their course. The University of Ottawa is officially bilingual, and for us, that is a requirement. So the whole Designer Plus interface is bilingual. Pick a language, and the tour, guides, and menus all follow. Opening a new tool, there is always that moment where you wonder where to start. So instead of a sea of components, Designer Plus opens with a short guided tour. It walks through the essentials step by step. It is built for instructors, not developers. There is no code and nothing to install. Within minutes, you can build a real page. Here is what makes that scale. A component is built once, centrally, by our design team, not by the instructor. And the whole library is maintained in one place, on Brightspace. From there, it is shared to every course that needs it. And when something changes, we fix it once, and every course updates. Most components are not one fixed shape. They come in variants. One click, and the same component rearranges into a different layout. Same content, a different shape. It is a design decision. They choose a layout, and whatever they pick, it always lands on brand. Everything you have just seen rests on a structure we built on purpose. It starts at the very top with the entire university. One shared file gives every course, faculty, and program the same consistent base, the same fonts, sizes, and spacing for everyone using Designer Plus. Next comes your faculty, with its own colors and style. A faculty can run several programs, each with its own look. But nothing forces that structure. It is there only when you want it. Here is the clever part. That is all one single file. Every program's look already lives inside it, ready to switch on, and nothing is ever copied or duplicated. Finally comes the course itself, where a real page lives. To give it a program's look, you flip one switch. It is a single class, set live from one place. And if a course wants something truly its own, it adds one last file, custom.css. It is a personal touch without ever disturbing the shared styles above it. One thing makes all of this work. Every page must start from a Designer Plus template. That is what carries these classes and switches the whole structure on. Get that right, and here is what you gain. Complete consistency everywhere, with the freedom to change things exactly where you want. That is the flexibility at the heart of Designer Plus. Here is that same cascade in the real page source. A shared foundation, then the faculty's styles. Now look one line down, at the body tag. A couple of plain classes, and they do a lot of work. The first one marks the component version. We can ship a version 2 tomorrow and never break a course still on version 1. The next one lets us target a single kind of page, the layout. And there is one more, not shown here, the program class. So on any page, new or old, we flip these classes, and the look, the version, and the styling all follow. And then there is one last line, custom.css. Look at its path. It is an encoded placeholder. The moment the page is saved, Brightspace swaps it for this course's own folder, so every course can drop in its own custom.css, its own look, without touching anything shared. So where does that custom.css actually come from? For an instructor, it is the easiest thing in the tool. What you're looking at now is the default, the faculty's own branding, applied straight out of the box. But open themes, and every palette is listed, and each one has a download link. Pick one, and the whole preview recolors at once. Same content, a brand new look. That download is exactly that custom.css. It is a small style sheet for one course only. Drop it into that one course, and only it changes. Every other course keeps the faculty default, and it goes well beyond color. A professor can keep this file as it is, swap in a style of their own, or even build brand new components just for their course. And here is the exciting part. A component built for one course does not have to stay in one course. And this is the part that excites us most. That same structure does not only push styles down, it lets a good idea travel. A new component takes shape in a single course, built by us or sparked by someone's idea, and it is worth sharing. We author it once, centrally, as a single neutral component, ready for any faculty to pick up. There is no one library sitting above them all. Each faculty runs its own Designer Plus, but any of them can add that component on their own terms. So one idea, built once, can reach every faculty that wants it. It is the foundation for a real community of practice. The centralized structure of Designer Plus makes it possible. And once they have picked a component from the library, using it is this simple. Each component has a copy button. One click copies it. There is nothing to configure and nothing to break. It goes straight to the clipboard, ready to paste. The first time, anyone might pause and wonder where exactly this goes in Brightspace. So there is a built-in guide for exactly that step, the Brightspace part. And look at the list. There is one guide per task. You open only the one you need when you need it. Designer Plus hands each instructor just what the work needs, right when they build, and nothing more. Real screenshots step by step. Find where the code goes, paste it in, and you are done. It is right here in the tool. There is no training and nothing to look up. It asks very little of the instructor and gives back a great deal. It starts in the Brightspace page editor, and first you pick a template, a blank page to start from, just somewhere to drop the components. Now here is where a copied component actually lands. Paste it in through Insert Stuff and Confirm. And now the component is in the page. Add a few more the same way. The images come in as placeholders. Swap each one for a real image, point it at the source, and save. Then save and close, and that is a real published Brightspace page. And this is the whole point of Designer Plus, a polished, on-brand content page. It is assembled entirely from the library, with no design and no code. Look closer. Every section is a library component, and not one of them is hand-styled. Consistent spacing, on-brand color, accessible by default the whole way down. And some pages you do not build at all. They come as ready-made templates. Pick the module overview, and it lands in the editor, fully built, ready to edit. It is the same for the conclusion that closes every module. And there is a banner page to start from, so every module shares the same structure. So, after all of that, what does an instructor actually walk away with? The answer is right here on screen. These are professional-looking course pages. You copy a component, paste it in, and a built-in guide handles the Brightspace part. It takes minutes. Here is a finished module overview with its intro, its objectives, and its required readings. Every block comes from the catalog. This is a different page with a different layout, showing knowledge and skills with image cards below. The same library produces all of them. And here is a clean closing page. Everything stays consistent and on brand, with no design skills and no training. You pick the components you want and focus on your content. So self-service covers the everyday, assembling, reusing, reskinning, and fixing centrally. But some things a library just cannot predict. A bespoke build, a one-off fix, a brand new component. And the one answer we refused to give for those was that you are on your own. Instead, we give a direct line to our specialists, and we are currently building that path into Designer Plus, a way to reach us right when they need us most. The idea is simple. You pick the kind of request, the field, and the details, and it comes straight to our team. It might be a fix or a new build, whether design, media, or development, and we take it from there. This is expertise on demand, a direct line to the specialists built in by design. Designer Plus handles what can be automated, and real people handle everything else. Let us come back to where we started and take the challenges one by one. Our biology professor and our civil law expert get to stay exactly who they are. They need no design or coding skills. They just assemble pages from a shared library. The components are pre-built and on brand, so every course comes out looking professional. Styling lives in one central place. Fix it once, and every course updates. At this point, though, there are still two pieces of the puzzle missing to complete our fourth challenge. Brightspace already gives instructors strong tools to build with. Creator Plus brings the interaction and the layout, with tabs, accordions, and flip cards. H5P adds the interactive activities, like quizzes, interactive video, and drag and drop. Designer Plus delivers the static design, the polished, pre-made components ready to use. Together, interaction, activities, and design make a complete, professional online course. Designer Plus sits right alongside the tools they already have, completing them rather than replacing them. That is Designer Plus, one central library, so instructors build professional, on-brand pages with no code, built once, reused everywhere, and fixed once for all, so every course stays consistent and on brand. We built it to solve our own challenges. If it sounds like yours too, we would love to compare notes.